G'day everyone, back with some more responsible gambling here in FGO. Time gate is over. Of course this account's a wee bit behind due to the way maintenance works. So we will have to do a little bit of grinding at Imeji before moving on, because we need to hit 25 million QP points. Now this is also my fault as well, because that's not what I want to do. This is because I was using Ishtar with Starry Nights instead of using her and slotting Mona Lisa. So that's 15% QP down the drain per fight. Oh, 10% rather. Oh well. We land. In fact, I should fix that right now. Okay. First things first, we'll do our FP summons. Hopefully get something nice. We take those for sure. That's MP4 Bushi, I think. Yes. She's getting there. You'll notice we've leveled and skilled up. Oh, leveled and ascended Hokusai as well, because Imeji drops the dice, which we're done with for progression items, so these letters. The remaining ones don't require the dice. So, now we'll need to grab this eventually, but I'm focusing on grabbing the embers first, so we can max out a single target saber for this account. As you can see, this is the quest we need to complete, mission we need to complete to move on with the story. So we like about 7 million QP. So we'll have to rectify that by doing doing this a few times. Get used to this casino, where we're going to be grinding it quite a while still yet before we get to the next one we start grinding, which I think is the VIP section of this one. Also, important bit of something that I've neglected to explain, and this is something that I feel like even veteran players are often ignorant of, is because I'll see complaints from people that have been playing for years about, oh, it can be frustrating to, to find event CEs and the like, and then the way to tell MLB between non-MLB at a glance is the little star. The little star means it's MLB'd. Well, that's not always the easiest thing to see if someone's actually playing on a phone, for example. That little star's quite small. However, right here, there are actually quite a few filters you can go through. Now everyone uses like this, like filter by level or rarity, login, attack, HP, and the like. And then, if you click this off, that is going to eliminate every servant that is not, well, every servant that's not either an event servant or has an event harness CE. So that you will only see servants that are either the servant themselves get an event bonus, that they have an event bonus CE, or both. And then here you can filter out. You can get rid of the bonus servants or the craft essences if you want one or the other. And then here solves the issue I've seen people complaining about recently. About, oh, I've grabbed a support servant, but then it turns out they didn't have the CE ML bead. Well, if you click this on, it will only show servants that have ML bead craft essences, period. And then you can even go one further and tell it which event CEs you want it to display or not. So if you, for example, you need the silver one since this quest drops the dice, then you want that display, and then you would just hide the others, and then it wouldn't show any of the others except for the 2 silver ones. Now it would also show non-event CEs as well, as long as it's on an event servant. But you can make your list a lot less unwieldy to look through. Yes, that's something I should have covered a long time ago. It's just on this account I have such a small friends list that there was really no need to bother with it, because everyone popped up regardless. See, Ishtar is convenient because technically we don't really need a starting MP craft essence because she has a 50% bar tree. We just have to come up with, well, even 40% charge, and she'll be good to go by wave 3. So let's hop to it. But yeah, that particular event bonus search thing didn't always used to be as convenient as it was. They didn't have all those options the entire time, and at some point they just kind of quietly added it, and I feel like a lot of the player base didn't even notice. It's pretty amusing. So that's to say they're going to focus Jolter the entire bloody time. That wouldn't be very nice. I'm going to intentionally drag this out just a bit for extra charge. We just need some arch cards for Ishtar. Oi, none of that. There we go. That should get her easily to where she needs to be. Especially if it crit. So yeah, she's got her MP now. Because again, she only needs 49% because of the whole roundup thing it does. Also, I'm not sure if I explained it before, but it only does that for 99% and then converting it to 100%. But if you're at like 199%, then you're at 199%. It won't round it up to 200%. Now, it's probably going to be a while before that kind of thing starts happening to you in your once you really decked your account out a bit. But it is a thing to keep in mind if you're wanting to squeeze out some extra overcharge. So now we can freely use the charge on Robin. And we'll just blow this wave up in one turn. I'll go ahead and do this just to make certain. Destroy some lovely poison. So Jolter should blow up the dog. He should blow up this lad. And she should make scrap metal out of the little robo there at the end. Easy as. Robin's getting his poison bonus and the overcharge bonus. Approximately all of the damage. And then, so long. Get a robo. No dancing coin. That's unfortunate. But just the way it is sometimes. I'm actually curious how much less damage she's going to do now, because she was actually, with this setup, where it's purely just her own buffs and this very dinky buff. Because the thing about this is it's not actually all of a large arts up or MP strength up. And in this case, she's only getting the MP strength up. It's like 20% for both, which isn't all that much in the grand scheme of things. But what makes it good for arts units is that they benefit from both. So it's like it's a greater than 40% overall damage-wise, because again, they're two different types of buffs, so they stack together multiplicatively as opposed to additively. But she was like just barely not killing him before when she had an actual proper damage CE. So there should be quite the thing. She had her MP upgraded. Okay, it's still fine. Of course, that could have been a high roll, which in case you buy. See, we got us a good chunk of QP that time. I think we're going to go triple arts this time. I usually go by order of damage. Ascending damage, to be specific. Wow.
行くわ。それね。いいじゃない。
No worries about getting her MVs. Let's go around. I was going to swap Ishtar over to this QP raising craft essence yesterday while doing off-stream grinding, but I kept forgetting to. Bit frustrating. Feeling quite silly. Also, it occurs to me Robin isn't going to have his MP. Oops. Oh well. C'est la vie. We'll still do this and blow the dog up just because those buggers can be annoying. If she happened to crit, I don't think it would kill it outright. I'm gonna risk it. She didn't crit anyway. That was a mess. Okay, time to waste his MB just for kicks and giggles. Unless we're getting something. I'll just let him have a full brave chain. I believe he can do 8,000 damage. He's bloody level 60. Been down. I like all those gold chest drops we're getting. You take those. No coin. Sad. How about a buster chain? Okay. So he has a little more health left over than he did last time. Back 10k. It's good to know. We're getting there. Both of those are needed. I know Jolter needs about 60 or so of these per skills. Order. Good MP gain for Robin. And save. Why can't I just not do this? Just wouldn't be right. No kill on overkill. I'm shocked she didn't one-shot Fierce faster, considering it's a buster chain. I imagine that was a low roll. Probably. I don't feel like this is going quicker, smoother on this account than on my bloody main. Probably because I use double support, the Ishtar, on my main, so she's the only one that actually does damage. That's exactly why. Silly me. Unfortunately, I don't really have that many other options to do it because I need to grab, or I like to grab the Bella Lisa from the support list, and everyone correctly puts those on their support servants, their support casters, because those are the most slot into a variety of team type units. Wonder if we'll get the coin this time. Not getting it in 3 goes is kind of okay. That's bad. So we're at a 40% chance thanks to the random lucky draw we got for the Heavenly Demon Princess Dwarf Essence. So guess we'll have to take an extra turn. Because she's not going to kill that either, unfortunately. Which is a bit strange. So if it was just the half damage due to it being a Lancer, I think she could still kill it. But apparently, I'm thinking it might have maybe the attribute counters each other or something. There's something a little funky with it in regards to how much damage she does to it, I feel. Because just halving the damage she does to, say, Jason here. Well, no, it'd be more than that. Never mind. I'm a big dumb. Would be halving the damage she would do neutral. Did he drop 2 gold chests? I guess it is. I've actually this thing's never been alive before for me to see what it does. Guess we're doing this now. Give us that QP. Stingy. Ah, 1-5. I think you only half to get it, a bond 3 for mission completion. But there's no reason not. She gets double bond doing this event, so there's no reason not to capitalize on it. There we go. That's a good chunk of QP. We're going to have to start using some fruits, as expected. Otherwise, it's a 25-minute stream. Got us another fever ticket. Incidentally, the ticket is, or the current fever quest is, might as well grab more of these. Do not, I guess it's fine. That is potentially 100 slots to just throw in your box. So I guess it makes sense that they send it to the present box. Oh dear, what was I saying? Oh, the fever quest is in Camelot, and reminder that the quest that drops the highest amount of QP, free quest wise, is the VIP version of Camelot. So when you burn through your fever tickets, that's the one you'd want to aim for. But unfortunately, you don't get the VIP version of Camelot until the very end of the event story, around the time you make Hokusai permanent, as far as I'm aware at least. I'll slap a golden fruit in there. Let us proceed. Guess we blind the bullet and do very little damage this go. Normally I would put Jolt as quick guard last just because she does more damage, but might as well get him a little extra gain because again she has a 20% battery, he has no battery. Okay, now we're setting pretty when it comes to MP game. Glad that crit. So that would have been a sad boy if Robin ended up not killing with his attack. Oi oi. So you get a bit spicy there, aren't you? Both of you pumping up like that. Might need to get violent. There will be no fighting in the war room. Go with the brave chain. Shouldn't matter. Going buster chain or brave chain with Ishtar. Either way, should get the job done. We've almost gotten the last playing card mission complete. We've already done the dice, pretty sure. Okay. By the time we run out of AP again, we should be ready to move on. Or, I say run out of AP, but we'll still have enough to do some of the story missions, because they're 5 AP apiece. Thankfully. At least when they're a fight. When it's just story, it's free. We're doing Jolt of Brave Chain here. I'm gonna say around 70%. Maybe. 77%. Okay. 27% gain off of one art card. And this is rank 1 too. Her NP gain increase would be even better. If we had it leveled more. The unfortunate bit is they focused it, so not like this particular round's going to take much longer. Oh, you could have crit. That would have been nice. Hey, stop that! Shoot her. She's the one that needs it. I'm going to say that he's going to get bugger. Not a crit to be found. You know the drill. While she's alive, might as well take out the puppy dog. And these two get the. They will get enough charge from this for sure. Probably. Hey, a crit. Oi. Alright. I've about had it up to here with you. It's starting to stop. Wouldn't be right to not let Jolter get some frustration out of the fact they keep focusing it. Ah, and the coin returns. Going to trust Ishtar with her buster will be able to clean up his health with a buster card follower after her MP. Then Jolter should be able to take the coin down. Easy as. Oh, we got so close to doing it from that one. I actually got this dice drops, I think. Let's see, we're getting more saber gems. Although, I think the blue ones are what we need at the moment. I'll have to check. Lunling is through the blue ones at the moment, I'm pretty sure. So we could safely use them all on Hokusai. Second, third skills. As they're needed. Wow. I got some MP gain at least. Her MP gain actually isn't the best in the world, as you can tell. But crits, of course, will be fine. Like, that would have easily gotten her enough for this to take over. And focus him since he's decided to buff himself. Do it this way. Sudden crits. Not just all of the crits. Mercy. Actually, no, that's exactly what I needed you to, the way I needed you to shoot. See, we had much better luck with this one. Got all the charge we needed. It was just that last one that went awry, honestly. Mostly because they kept focusing Jolter, which was very rude. There goes the puppy. That's some very poor luck, the other two missing, because they're 80% apiece. That's the kind of luck I have most of the time, honestly. That takes us past the initial time gate. You're joking. How cruel. Fight against a berserker. I don't suppose we have access to. Might as well. Too lazy to swap party around, so we'll keep this for the moment. Let's fight against a berserker boss. Berserker servant, pretty sure. Some sort of berserker. Alright, Sphinx. I guess for Joel to brave Janie. Part of me wonders just how much damage she could do if I just went full bore buffing her. Used Stria's first skill on her. Used her buster up / battery. But I shan't. I will be responsible. Well, Astria is going to have a good turn next turn. That's lovely to see. It's fine, man. Gotta love that 80% crit miss after I've had so many 90% crit misses today. Well, there's a playing cards. It was exactly how much we needed as well. Well, it would have if we didn't have the bonus seed. And that's funny. Some lovely Lancer gems. Speaking of gems, we were going to check. Okay, where's one link? There he is. Keys. Ah. It's kind of amusing. We have exactly enough of the red gems to get him past them. As for you, love. We'll go ahead and do this at least. battery, and then damage upskill priority, and then the survival. Because in the grand scheme of things, this leveling this one isn't going to. It's mostly getting the cooldown back, but the most instant performance is these two, I would say. And batteries are typically always what you want to prioritize. This one's doubly important because it's also a star battery as well. Unfortunately, we can't use either of these yet because these little puppies right here. Still need 2 more for this, and then 6 of these bloody things. Both of these are available in this event shop though. It's just unfortunate that I'm pretty sure both of them require mats that we need to use for these fairs. I'll actually check. They should actually be. Yeah, the Phoenix Feathers need the plain coins. And then, well, we can start working on the hero proofs at least. As soon as we finish grabbing the rest of the embers. These embers. We'll hold off on the silver ones. The silver ones, for me, I think I've said this last event, but it's basically, oh, that's 100 mana prisms. Because in the grand scheme of things, these aren't going to level you very much. Now, they'll be moderately okay on like Hokusai early on because she's getting double bang for her buck. But generally, that's just a waste of QP. So I bet it's just a mana prism. We're very close. I'm doing clicking one at a time. What's wrong with me? We're very close to cleaning those out. These should easily take her on up to level 80 once we can finally send her again. Which will be once we reach 200 of these. Because that's the mission. I think it is. In progress. Yeah. The dream chips. So we need 63 more of those. Alright, next fight is actually unwinnable. It's purely a survival fight. It's an easy one though, it's 3 bloody turns. And the boss isn't doing something silly against you. We'll use the scuffed coup just for kicks and giggles. So, unlike some survival quests that can take you up to 8 turns to I believe both of those hit. Nidacris is. She should have fairly decent magic resist since she's divine. See, we do no damage, and she's going to seal our skills as well.
行くわ。それね。チリアクタと風。修羅になるわ。ねえ。J。どう？
なんだよ、あっけねえな。
Now we need to reach 28 million QP points before the next crop of quests. So, if we're lucky, might as well be conservative and say it'll take us 2 runs. To get through, or to get enough rather. Also, to explain this, so next, obviously showing you the goal you need to reach, and these are your current points, before you get the next story quest. But limit is, as you might expect, that is the highest amount of QP points you can gather before unlocking the next story quest, before they will stop counting for your QP points. Now, your actual total will still gain QP, so don't worry about that. It's just so you hit 30k or 30 million points, and your counter won't go beyond that until we do the next bit of story quests, where it'll jump up again.
ちょいと見せ物巡りに繰り出さね。怪盗乱魔の百戦錬磨。めでたきゃおこわの赤門もだ。ここが腕の見せ所でいい。一日の刑は明日にあり。身支度整え順調。
Almost a quarter of the way done with missions already, and it's day 2-ish. Sort of. What's day 2 for this account? So back to the old grind as we yet again get to work on QP farming. So sad on my name. I wanted to do like I typically do with the welfare, which is I prepare before the event to max out the skills when I get them and all that, just so they're done and ready. Of course, there are welfares that I haven't done that with. Something that I've been doing this year though, as my account's fairly established, so I can actually have the freedom to do so, as opposed to, oh dear, this servant that I already have needs so much stuff, I need to focus on them first instead of ones that I'm going to get in the future. I can start, future planning more. But unfortunately, somehow I completely overlooked the fact that I was out of what are they called? Tranquil bells? Yeah, ancient bell of tranquility. So she needs 60 of the bloody things, and I have 5. So that's a bit nearby. I was okay. That's what happened. Shengong. I leveled Shengong's skills. He takes 36, but even then, I would have had enough for 2 of their skills. Oh well. they're not available this event either, which is a shame. So she's stuck at 888 for the rest of this year, it seems. Or if I get some free time in a dead week and can go and farm some of them from free quests. But I'm not too bothered though, because they are very common in events next year. So won't be much of an issue. In fact, by February I'll have a 10-10-10 as long as I do the New Year's events and the February events, because both of them give plenty of them. Oi oi. Easy love. That's trying to crit poor Berserker, poor defenseless Berserker. What'll she ever do to you? Telling you, these enemies can be quite rude sometimes. If we would have gotten a dancing coin, we might have been able to get enough out of just a single run. Now it's probably impossible. Yeah, we got unlucky and we got more dice than QP drops. Significantly so. Now we're really going to be hoping for a dancing coin next time.
クレイジーマット武士道。とりあえずそんな感じよ。
ガス力でも十分なのさ。
修羅になるわ。叩くわ。
了解了解。すり抜くぜ。
そこ動か羅刹と化すわ。狙いは決まった。叩くわ。いいじゃない。そこ動か
Alright, what am I doing? Georgia doesn't need any more MP game. That was lovely.
修羅になるわ。
And we need Robin to get some. Oh! Why, good on you, mate.
はいよ。了解了解。
That might have been too conservative there. Oh no, we should be fine. Yeah.
羅刹と化すわ。
I'm somehow still underestimating the damage that 60 Robin does to them. He gets event bonus damage, that's why.
修羅になるわ。羅刹と化すわ。優雅に華麗に大胆に。ドイツ語の辞書を準備する叩くわ。炎は獣に、竜は我が手に。くさびを破壊し、命の鎖を引きちぎれ。ペルカーボルト、フォイアドラーヘン。
Well, that puppy dog didn't drop anything, really. It's disappointing.
セット。
Come on, dancing coin. Ah, bugger.
王冠よ、力を。あのシーンを捧げましょう。
Everything will be daijoubu.
いいわ。はい。いいじゃない。ゲートオープン。よしよし。今回もよろしくね。
Anyone that watches this stream's going to get very sick of Ishtar's MP.
ジュベルハブリンブレイカー。そこ動かない。あがくじゃない。
Switched out a Lancer and used her, but she doesn't have a battery. So she kind of does need the starting MP. Oh, we got enough. Sometimes lacking. We grab with these. And we don't need to do that for the moment. We can move on with the story for a bit. For just a bit.
白毛をどうする。さて、またお次の鉄壁で腕試しと運試し、ついでにタラ飯といこうか。
Once again, the dialogue box, my nemesis. So, fight against a solo assassin servant, and then another solo assassin servant, each with about 125k HP, and then an archer with about the same. So 3 servant fights in a row. That's what we're looking at here. And then, you know what time it is. Once again, we need to spam that same fight again for 4 million more QP. Have to reach 32 million. But we have some servants to take down first. Gonna be turn 1 like this. Carmelo. Use an interesting servant. Unfortunately, she's absolutely dreadful, which is strange because it's strange they made her so poorly. It had to be unintentional because she is uber popular. Luckily, in Japan, she's only got a buff that actually fixed a good portion of her issues. She's still not spectacular, but she's not one of the absolute worst of the 5 stars in the game, or 4 stars in the game rather, like she was. Kind of seem to be almost a bit of the same thing where they overcorrected like they did with Medea and ended up sort of ruining her. At least Medea still had her buff removal when she MPs an enemy, which can be very handy in certain fights. In this case, it's just, but why though? Like we're getting quite a few. Oh, we're going to be using a lot of these once we start finally leveling this AoE assassin Ushi we got that I keep forgetting about. So we'll start working on her next after we get Save the Side level 80. Sold to run back. See, I would use some of these that were kind enough to friend me on this noob account, but they're all AoE, and besides that, there's obviously no single target damage dealing. Well, actually, Professor doesn't have her on here, but Professor has an MP5, pretty sure grelled to 100 Sanzong, who's a lovely single target buster caster with a brilliant 80% battery. 80%. She's a really good servant, so do be happy if she spurks you. It's nothing but a good thing. She's got a buff coming as well. That's going to make her even better. And she's already quite good. Samaskaha. Unfortunately, she's a welfare servant as well, but she was before I started playing, so I missed her.
その女に手荒いな。
Hopefully she will get a main interlude in the future, make her available again for newer players.
名台詞としてはいまいちか。
Missed her, Miss Nobunaga, missed Brave and Castelliz. Miss Kentucky's the big one, because he's like the one where they finally were like, oh, we can actually make welfares really bloody good. And it is good for the game to do so. Same issue here where there are single target lancers, but they don't have starting MP or batteries, so we take an eternity to. Not that they need it. It's like they could solo it pretty easily, but we can't solo because Heracles. And I'm also trying to speed this up a bit just because we're streaming.
締め切りが間近なのよ。邪魔しないでくれる？
Osakabe Hime. Now, she's an interesting character just because of what they've done in the translation with her speech patterns. They've forgone accuracy, unfortunately, and went full meme speak with her. So she speaks in rampant Japanglish, and this version of her even uses typical gamer slang, or Twitch slang specifically. So some people adore that, and others absolutely loathe it.
ドイツ語の辞書を準備するわ。それね、行くわ。
So
炎は獣に。
do beware of that. You end up with either version of it. Of course, this one's limited. That other one is spooky. It actually can be a quite helpful unit because she helps out quick and buster, as well as provide crit buffs and the like. Personally, I'm not a fan of localizations. I think they're a bit silly. I much prefer staying as accurate to the original as possible. In fact, it's a good... and the excuses you sometimes hear is, oh, but it's like an obscure Japanese reference or something. Then make a note and explain the reference. You know, take the opportunity to teach people. If they don't want to read it, they don't read it, and they won't know the difference. I don't know. It's a neat opportunity there that you're just passing up because you want to make a bloody joke instead of being true to the person that actually created the thing and what they wanted to say. That's my thoughts on it. Alright, we still have the big chance quest. So again, it's at this point where we have to get back on our grind and saddle and see if we can't scare up some more QP points. Yeah, that looks right.
Yoshi, yoshi, カモが来た、カモが来た。そうじゃなくて、平和のために戦いましょう。
It's not really a good opportunity for MP gain this turn, but we can do it a bit.
はいよ。
いいじゃない。はっ。どうかしら。
すり抜けるぜ。
羅刹と化すわ。
With the arts starter, Robin's quicks, well, and with this. And again, this is just rank 1 as well. His gain actually becomes decent on his quick cards. Okay, we definitely want to do this. Okay, Robin's ready to go. These two are still going to need some baby, depending on how these attacks go. Okay, we're good. Not even a problem. Lovely crit just to remove all doubt, if there were any. Come on, dancing coin. Ah. Just a 40% chance, so we can't expect it too often. Okay, is he already there, or is he about to? Rank 7. Because I can't tell. I'm actually going to check that. I feel like he's already hit rank 7, so now we're slowly encroaching on rank 8. Okay, 24k left. He needs so bloody much, but we're getting there. Alright, you still need 30 more attack foes. I suppose we happen to have those lying around, do we? I highly doubt it, but no, didn't think so. Go and do these, I guess. Watch me go here and we're back to get another one. Yes and no. Oh, we have a Saint Court summon ready. Somehow I didn't notice that. Let's go ahead and YOLO this. Oh, it's a servant. Let's see. I'm never lucky. Fergus. We'll keep him for the moment, just in case we get a situation where we need like 10k EXP to get to the next level. How close are we? Just over 2 million, so it'll probably take 2 more runs. Well, it'll definitely take 2 more runs. There's no way we're getting 2 million out of with only Mona Lisa. We'd need Bella Lisa. We need Bella Lisa on the support and our own Mona Lisa to get that much. My main can do that, but not this one. Good news is, after we hit 32 million, we get our first proper rewarded copy of Heavenly Demon Princess. So we're going to get another 15% spawn chance. Provided if we can actually fit it into our party. Start this. Yeah. Okay, the crit sort of saved their bacon there. Bit. That also helps. Yeah, we needed Robin to hit 100% on his own because we'll need, we might need, depending on what cards we get here. Okay, we're good. We would have been fine either way. Because again, this is 50% archery. If we had to use the 10% on Robin to get his MP here though, then we would have been a bit of a pickle. But then we got the arts card, so it didn't matter anyway. Ah, what a beauty. And a little coin. Yes, we will have a good opportunity to see if we get in the north.
いいわ。叩くわ。いいじゃない。
Maybe. Could be quite sketchy.
ゲートオープン。光栄に思いなさい。これが私の戦略先生。放て。だから俺は。
さっさと帰って飯にしようぜ。
Lots of gold chests, that's what we like to see. Oh, we did get quite close. Quite close. Lovely to get more of those. Because I think we need... Yeah, Lunling's not fully ascended yet, so we need more of those. Pretty sure. Probably.
じゃあぼちぼち始めますか。
修羅になるわ。
アスリーキスでも十分なのさ。
いくそれね。
仕込みは上々ってね。
まだまだ。
そらよしと。
羅刹とかす。
That's a pretty good game. Pretty good. Oi! Stop that. Should have swapped to the one that buffed his attack, but I'm a dum dum.
修羅になるわ。それ狙いは
了解了解。
どうかしら。
アーチへの石なんだ。なんでも届くようなもんですよ。
修羅になるわ。羅刹と化すわ。優雅に華麗に大胆に。
Okay, slide this on because she's not going to get in
ドイツ語の辞書を準備するわ。
the game from
いい
this.
じゃない。うわー。手触りよ。音の死ね。
侍の木今の取り一番。
そこ動かない。セット。
And another coin. Okay, okay, I see you.
さあ起立しなさい。あのシーンを捧げましょ
Feeling quite kind for us today.
う。いいわ。いいじゃない。それね。ゲートオープン。よしよし。今回もよろしくね。大いなる天から大いなる地に向けてまたの名をジュベルハブリンブレイカー。どうかしら。
だから俺は。
And there we go. We've almost got 10 dancing coins. Remember that we need a total of 40 for all the missions. It's about time to check the shop again. See what other kind of shenanigans we can get into. This time let's unlock our second copy of Demonic Sun Princess. Still feel like Heavenly Demon Princess sounded better, but yeah. Okay, we can definitely take out the rest of these. I will go ahead and grab 6 of these because that's how much we need for Ku. In fact, 25 each. How much do I have? 157. Couldn't help myself. I had to. I was compelled. And just like that, Ku's most important skill is ready to go. Guess I can keep leveling that. We'll get these both to 6, and then if I make... I'm not. I can take this one a bit higher though. So, fine to do so. Just improve his heal a bit. And we're back to needing way too many hero proofs. If we get this to 6, he will have the same skill ranks. Well, this one will be higher, but because my Ku on my main is 6, 10, 6. Oh, I think it is. I may have 10, 10, 10 in by now, but I'm pretty sure it was 6, 10, 6. Anything else? Not at the moment. Of course, this will be the first thing we need to level. I guess I should go ahead and do that actually. Start leveling a battery. We should be pretty good for assassin gems for a while. Or for a skill or two for her. Yeah, sure. Just because. Hey, we got a fair skill to 6. Nice. Of course, she needs the seeds as well. Oh well, she can have them. Because Ku's most important skill is done with. So the more we get that battery up, the better. What am I doing? Oh right, fight, fight. So we have a break bar caster boss to begin with. Our professor. His is a lot more decked out than mine is. I could have taken it higher, or I could take it higher, but choose not to because I don't actually use it that often, unfortunately. Typically just slot Ushi in. This is fine. I'll use Professors. If I click on the right section, there we go. Speaking of Ushi, do this just temporarily. At least get her out of the box and let her have some air. worry, she will get you. We'll get you sorted as soon as we can. Fortunately, she needs a bit of everything. Ah, shares are out. Why would you? Why would? What? Okay, okay. I have questions. I guess we're not using the riders after all. Also, why did I do that? Why did I do things? That's not really necessary. Wow. He's just getting a fire weapon. She's like, I'm a die, I guess. That was anticlimactic. Want all the suspense back. Up here, next is Break Bar Assassin Servant, but it's a solo where we got to use Assassin Scarheart, and the battle ends after the initial break bar. So what we'll do is set up a big crit 10 next to go. Oh yeah, Cleopatra moonwalks. That is a thing she can do. Give us some nice crit damage. And a heal. I'm not sure whether to use that or not, because Cleopatra can make herself invuln, and if we don't finish her this turn, she likely will. So I'm going to do this. Honestly, with the crit out, we should be fine, unless we just don't bloody crit. Or she can just not do anything, and we're good to go. We'll, sure, she's AoE. I've actually never seen her MP. That's a few stars.
もう終わりなのか。まったく骨のない。
Just a few. Okay, bit of story. And then, interesting fight against quite a few different enemies, including a moon cancer force type, which are weak to ruler. So we'll have a spot of fun here. This is like two waves of enemies. One of them has a break bar. It's the Assassinita Chris game.
ファントムシーフ、セレブ水着、ミストレスシー、タイ正体不明てるてる水着、メジェドいざ尋常に勝負
黒源ね、サバトの始まりよ。カラスが歌い、黒猫が
Okay, use that battery.
羅刹とガスは
You know,
我が天秤に集い、きらめき星の輝き。
oh, I shouldn't have done that. She doesn't have an art card. Silly me. Oh well. It's just the way it happens sometimes. I'm going to do this. No, crit. That was unfortunate. Thought that would do it. I was pretty confident it would do it. It's okay. It's okay.
そうしますの？え？任せなさい。江戸川、さつきの恋の吹き流し。青い同面よし。
She just has a few hits on her MP. Just a few. Not breaking there was quite unlucky. Oi, oi. Need to try that. Actually get it down as quickly as we can. Because her MP's AoE. That's a bit of a thing. Now, she's gained damage resist to noble phantasms, but I'm not certain how much, so I'm going to risk it. and say we'll be okay. This could possibly be a mistake. We shall discover. So, turns out it was a mistake. Of course, their buffs only last 3 turns from the start of her fighting us, so no worries. We need to get 30 more million QP points. Meaning we have quite the grind on our hands now. So that's going to be exciting. And Maryland's outfit. We also have a new casino to grind now. This little puppy, which is going to be quite easy on my main. Since I have Ryder Mordred. In fact, I'm actually going to check something. Ascension. That wasn't what I was to click on. Oops. Means 8, 2, 6. Okay, it's going to be a bit still. I know we can get the statues.
ここはラスベガス最高の社交場であると同時に至高のショップでもある。ショップオーナーとしてあなたを歓迎しましょう。
They take these as well. So that'll be one of the last things we grab if we get to that point, which we should. Right. We have a second copy of this now. Which means we have 55% chance of getting a dancing coin to pop up instead of just a 40%. I must say this is fine. So yeah, get used to seeing this place a lot. So there's one more story quest that'll be available once we hit the right amount of points. And it's a solo where we control Carmilla Ryder against the Saber Brave version of Elizabeth, which is Brave Liz, is what people are taken to calling her. So it's just a solo fight, easy as. Now, since we're going to have to do so much grinding, I don't know about subjecting you to that on stream. Plus, I'd have to use a lot of apples to do so. And I do want to save most of them for the lottery event coming up. The lottery plural, really. Because that's really going ham on a lottery is going to really help a new account out. You can be a little more lenient on an established account that maybe already has some stuff, some decent supplies, but we don't. So we definitely need to be on the lookout. We're really struggling in the search for anything resembling MP gain at the moment, so that's a bit unfortunate. Ushi's going to do quite a lot less damage than Robin as well, because she's, well, for one, she's 10 levels lower, but she's also not an event servant. So of course she gets all the MP gain. Why not? Pretty good MP gain, pretty good. Goodbye. That's some health. Which would be nice to take a bite out of that health. Okay, we're going to do this. Thinking we might need to do our best to waste more time on wave 1. Alright, ghosts. Well, the good news is these can drop, I need 2 lanterns and they can drop lanterns for Ushi. But they can also drain MP, so they're going to be a real pain in the rear, I can already tell. We're going to go ahead and blow up this Sphinx though. Yeah, unfortunately this fight doesn't look like it's going to be as smooth as the other casino was. But it's just our initial attempt. Also, if these particular ghosts don't use that skill that drains MP, then we might be okay. Maybe. Nice crit. Okay, they have it. That's unfortunate. Hey, a gold chest. Can it be? Dare I even hope? Hey, I see you laugh. Ah, you beauty. And we just need one more. Fushi. Of course, the issue is going to be those bloody octuplet crystals. See, in this case, Mordred's benefiting from both the buffs from this, which is nice. She just doesn't have an attack up. Because 110, oh, how unlucky. Otherwise, she'd be doing a lot of damage. She'd be doing a great deal more than she's going to. Very nice refund, even without an MP gain up. And that was enough to make up the difference. Okay, good. As expected, this also, it's really good to start getting some more caster pieces and the like, and monuments. Because I hope I don't have to remind you how many of the bloody things we need. I need to somehow squeeze that coin up in B as well, so we can get enough of these for. It won't take it won't take long, honestly. But yeah, since this is a arguably tougher free quest, the rewards are a bit higher for QP. That being said, it's still going to take quite a while for us to. Oh, you beauty. Look at you. Ah, yes. All of the yes. Actually, how far are we away from... This will be soon. Can't have enough dragon fangs. Oh! Hey! Looky there! I completely forgot about that. So there should be a second set of 5 somewhere in this mission reward. Okay, we just need 51. Tell you what, I'll use one more. Oh, I'll use one more fruit. Okay, I'll use one more gold fruit for this stream, and then when we run out of AP again, we'll wrap up. And then off stream, I will attempt to grind up using natural AP, because again, I don't really want to use fruits until the Time Lord, which should be on Sunday. Of course, I don't stream on Sundays. I might have to make an exception though, because Maryland's going to be rated up, and it'd be a shame not to stream my futile rolls for him on my main, I suppose. Although I'm not going to go heavy in on it again, because the bulk of my Saint Course is being saved for Astarte. And between Maryland and Scotty, I'm much more willing to spend more Saint Quartz on her, because this is her last chance when he comes back next year. So yeah, I almost wonder if it would be better, because so her attacks, so she's going to be doing double damage, so her attack is effectively 10k. Well, they're both doing double damage because she gets 100% damage up from the event, but her attack is just 3k higher. There you go. Saber size actually better in the slot than our precious Gent Tahekushi. That's sort of amusing. As for this, wait a minute. Aha! We take those. Yeah, we'll go with this. We'll see if it's any smoother. Hokusai has 3 abilities to work with as well. Also, she's got a battery and a star bomb. Both of which are Gent, of course, but they help a bit. This is unfortunate. No crits. That's just about typical. Saber side be really good shape once we can get her forward. That's what I'll work on next with the dice. In fact, after this run, I will check and see how many we can get. Saber size, I've got an MP. We'll take those. Okay. Can I have a crit, please? Once again, we're being a bit unlucky with MP gain. Of course, this time it was mostly because we can't buy a crit to save our life. But luckily, a quick card actually has pretty decent gain on it. Oh, I like that. So this works out the way it should. As long as ghosts don't drain Mordred's MP gauge, we're good to go. I'm a bit worried that it's a damage roll and whether Jolt is actually going to one-shot that Sphinx or not. Okay, it doesn't matter if they drained MP now. Well, maybe if they drained it twice. I'd be quite nettled in that case. Good, good. Oh, you beauty. Not sure if I've ever mentioned that before, she's got a 30% battery on her guns. Salty Rambo.
さあオーナーの園だ来やがったな水曜のオーナメ行くぞ相棒まだまだ夏だ俺が望むならいつまでもな
Nice. And they drop bones as well. So this actually could node the farm. Even more than last time. So we must have been a moderately unlucky drop last time. Oh, it's the playing cards is what we have. Not the chips. Oh well. Good to know. What's I going to do? Oh, foes, right. I was going to see how many dice we have. We can start on our attack foes.
ようこそカジノキャメロットへここはラスベガス最高の社交場で分かりました
It's better than nothing.
いらっしゃい
That's an extra 350 attack she didn't have before. It's just going to be doubled because of the event. Now, how close are we to getting her fully ascended? I'm fairly certain we will do so. 33. I don't know. We'll be close, but I don't know if we'll get in 2 more runs or not.
Crazy Matt Bushido とりあえずそんな感じよやばとね修羅になるわ行くわザブーンだ
Ah, crit! Isn't it lovely? Beginning to forget what they looked like. It's fine to take it a bit slower. Oh, not slow enough, it seems. So oh no, even the Sphinx can drain. Bugger. That's just cruel. When they spam doing that, it's not like they're doing any damage to us. They just slow us down a bit. It's whatever. It's that time again.
羅刹とガスは刻むわ。さて覚悟はいい？叩くわ。
To blow everything up. Okay, it seems fairly consistent that she'll be able to one-shot, considering the low roll seemed to be higher than its health. No dancing coin this time. Missed the little bug already. No. If it was here, I think this would be a loop. Because she's got a brave chain. It might still be, honestly, if I get a crit on my arm. Plus we have 40% battery, but we should be okay. We should. Yeah, but the end's out. Oh, we didn't even need it. Never mind. Okay, let's see. Oh, I already missed it. Oops. Oh no, there it is. 18. That's fitting. Yeah, it'll take 2 runs, most likely. Oh, you drop things as well. Of course you do. Oh, that was a bit of game. Yes. The crit we didn't want. No. Kind of wondered if we shouldn't take out one of these ghosts first, since Jolter's MP should be able to take the Sphinx. Huh. Let us investigate. Wow. Oi, oi. Glad I evaded. Bugger. I think we're good. I think we can clear this right now.
ドイツ語の辞書を準備するわ。 何の園だ。
I should do it.
炎は獣に、竜は我が手に。鎖を破壊し、命の鎖を引きちぎる。ペルカーボルト、フォイアドラーヘン。あれこれ。江戸っ子はさつきの恋の吹き流し。青い同年の失礼。諸国
Ah, and I made the coins back. Dancing coin seems to quite like us on this account. Wasn't getting many of them on my main, but then we more than make up for it with the fact that I have access to 2 different QPCs. So, it evens out, I guess.
行くぞエヴァ。
So close. She attacks her. She didn't. Coward.
叩くわ。行くぞ。行くわ。はっ。ごはさん。うつつの夢の学校の描きさ。
Alright. Can it be? Alpha Tutus. Sometimes lucky, I guess. We'll be able to fully ascend Hokusai after all.
ちょいと見せ物巡りに繰り出さねえかいマスター。一日の刑は明日には怪盗乱魔の百戦錬磨。めでたきゃおこわの赤門もだ。ここが腕の見せ所で。
Archer gems.
なぜバニーなのか。
Fortunately, I don't think
ご
there's
存知ないようですね。
anything
華やかな場には
else we can really grab. Why have I not already grabbed those? Why do I do things?
いらっしゃい。千里の道も一歩からだ。強越色。恐れ入り屋の騎士魔人さ。にわか仕立ての俺の剣もまんざらでもねえだろ。今後ともごひいきに願うよマスター。またトト様が何かほじってる。てめえの剣は大道芸だって。やかしいや、武芸も芸だ。この調子で武芸100本ありたけこだけ総なめにしてやるさ。ま、水準掃除家事もろもろはご勘弁な。ありがとう。ありがた山のトンビからさ。
Mind we're always trying to split halfway before the next level in case we get a crit. Takes a little bit more time, but I feel like it's worth doing. You'd be surprised it can save you an ember. It can sometimes save you quite a few embers, depending on when it procs, if it does. Also, here's a situation where we save these little fodder. So now she's quite a bit over Ushi damage-wise in the fight. The only difference is she's squishier, but she has quite a bit more HP anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. So there we go. There's another Marks level 7 to add to our list. Very lovely to see. We're way off on you, aren't we? Oh, not too bad. It's mostly just these buggers. And you're good to go to this point, depending on what your mats for your second ascension are. She should be good to go for third ascension as well, since again we haven't leveled any, we haven't ascended any assassins, because Asuko's being its senator. Actually not too awful far away from the level. Probably grab one off screen while I'm grinding, which would probably make up the difference honestly. Because we need about 19 million. So that's about 8 runs. That'll come tomorrow easily. But okay. That, I guess we'll do this. But that'll just about do it for this stream. Also, tomorrow, well, there won't be a stream tomorrow because it's Sunday. I think. Wait, what is today? This is what happens when you get old, kids. You can't remember what day it is. Oh. Well, that. We take those. Also, didn't we say we were going to start working on that immediately? She's level 80, right? I'm not just magnetism. No. Okay. So, first things first. I guess we'll go ahead and give her those just for kicks and giggles. Wait a minute. I thought we got a... That's a start. We might use some of these silver embers on her as well, because I think we actually have a decent amount of mana prisms, although they're all going to be gone as soon as shop resets. That's fine. That means we'll have an entire month to gather more from all the events. And in fact, lottery events, you're going to, if you really hit a lottery event hard, you're going to get a great deal of mana prisms, because, well, you get them in the boxes as well as QP. Yeah, we're really going to have to, on the off chance that we hit QP cap in this event, we're definitely going to have to find something to burn some of it on before the lottery, because the lottery gives you a great deal of QP as well. as well as FP, so we'll finally be able to start really spamming our friend point summons. And maybe finally get Arsico. And of course tomorrow's login will be gifted 4 Saint Quartz. So that's another summon here. And the 5 tickets we'll throw on here as well. See what we can acquire. I think that's about, yeah, it'll be day 30. I think that's about it. So yeah, this will take you up to the next time gate. So that'll be all for now. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time, which will probably be rolling for Maryland. We'll see how the days line up. So until then.